Life is a journey filled with endless possibilities, challenges, and growth opportunities. What if I told you that the wisdom of one of the greatest spiritual teachers in history could help you navigate this journey with grace and positivity? In today's video, we will explore powerful quotes from Buddha that have the potential to transform your life and inspire you to think positively. Stay with us until the end and discover how these ancient teachings can be applied to modern life, guiding you toward peace, happiness, and enlightenment. Buddha once said, "The mind is everything. What you think, you become." This profound statement emphasizes the power of our thoughts in shaping our reality. Consider someone who constantly dwells on negative thoughts. They may find themselves surrounded by negativity in their life. On the other hand, a person who focuses on positive thoughts will likely attract positive experiences. By consciously choosing to think positively, we can change our lives for the better. Another powerful quote from Buddha is, "Peace comes from within. Do not seek it without." Often, people look for peace and happiness in external things, material possessions, relationships, or status. However, true peace comes from within. Imagine someone who spends their life chasing after external validation, only to find that it never truly satisfies them. When they turn inward and find peace within themselves, they discover that happiness and contentment are always within reach. You, yourself, as much as anybody in the entire universe, deserve your love and affection, Buddha taught. Self-love is not selfish, it is essential. When we love and care for ourselves, we are better equipped to love and care for others. For example, consider someone who constantly neglects their well-being to please others. Eventually, they may feel exhausted, resentful, and unhappy. By practicing self-love, they can replenish their energy and offer more to those around them. The concept of letting go is central to Buddha's teachings. He said, "Letting go gives us freedom, and freedom is the only condition for happiness." Holding on to anger, resentment, or regret can weigh us down and prevent us from living a fulfilled life. Imagine someone who harbors a grudge for years. This negative energy consumes them, affecting their mental and physical health. By choosing to let go, they free themselves from this burden and open their hearts to new possibilities. Buddha also emphasized the importance of living in the present moment. Do not dwell in the past, do not dream of the future. Concentrate the mind on the present moment. Many people spend their lives either regretting the past or worrying about the future, missing the beauty of the present. For example, someone might spend their days anxious about what might happen tomorrow, missing the joy of today. By focusing on the present, we can fully experience and appreciate each moment. Compassion is another key element of Buddha's teachings. He said, "Radiate boundless love towards the entire world." Compassion for others can transform not only their lives but ours as well. Consider someone who makes a conscious effort to help others, whether through small acts of kindness or more significant efforts. They may find that their own happiness increases as they see the positive impact they have on others. The only real failure in life is not to be true to the best one knows, Buddha stated. This quote reminds us of the importance of integrity and living in alignment with our values. For instance, a person might achieve great success in their career, yet feel unfulfilled because they compromised their values along the way. By staying true to themselves, they would have found more meaningful and lasting success. Buddha taught that our words have great power. Better than 1,000 hollow words is one word that brings peace. The words we speak can uplift, inspire, and heal, or they can harm and destroy. Consider someone who chooses their words carefully, always speaking with kindness and positivity. This practice not only strengthens their relationships, but also creates a peaceful and harmonious environment around them. Patience is another virtue emphasized by Buddha. Patience is key. With time, everything falls into place. In a world where we often seek instant gratification, patience can be a difficult but essential practice. For example, someone who is patient and persistent in their efforts, whether in their career, relationships, or personal growth, will often find that their perseverance pays off in the long run. Buddha's teachings also highlight the significance of forgiveness. Holding on to anger is like drinking poison and expecting the other person to die. Forgiveness is not about condoning someone's wrong actions, but about freeing yourself from the negative emotions that bind you. Imagine someone who holds on to anger for years. This anger becomes a heavy burden, affecting their mental and physical well-being. By choosing to forgive, they release this burden and move forward with a lighter heart. Health is the greatest gift, contentment the greatest wealth. faithfulness the best relationship, Buddha said. This quote reminds us of the importance of prioritizing our health and well-being, finding contentment in what we have, and being loyal in our relationships. For instance, someone who takes care of their health through proper nutrition, exercise, and rest will find themselves more capable of enjoying life's other gifts. Hatred does not cease by hatred, but only by love. This is the eternal rule Buddha taught. This quote emphasizes the power of love and compassion in overcoming negativity. Consider someone who responds to anger and hostility with kindness and understanding. Over time, this approach can transform even the most challenging relationships and bring about peace and reconciliation. Another powerful teaching of Buddha is about the impermanence of all things. All things appear and disappear because of the concurrence of causes and conditions. Nothing ever exists entirely alone. Everything is in relation to everything else. Understanding impermanence helps us appreciate the present moment and reduce our attachment to temporary things. For example, someone who accepts the impermanence of life may find it easier to let go of their fears and live more fully. Buddha also spoke of the importance of right action. To abstain from lying is essentially wholesome living with honesty and integrity. Not only brings peace to our minds, but also strengthens our relationships with others. Consider someone who always speaks the truth, even when it's difficult. This practice builds trust and respect, creating a foundation of integrity in their personal and professional lives. Your work is to discover your work, and then with all your heart to give yourself to it, Buddha said. This quote encourages us to find our passion and purpose in life. For example, someone who pursues a career they are truly passionate about is more likely to experience fulfillment and success than someone who works only for material gain. The trouble is, you think you have time, Buddha reminded us. This quote serves as a wake-up call to make the most of every moment and not to procrastinate on what truly matters. Imagine someone who always postpones their dreams and goals, thinking they have plenty of time. One day they may realize that time has passed and they miss the opportunity. By acting now, we can ensure that we live our lives to the fullest. Buddha's teachings also highlight the importance of mindfulness. Mindfulness is the path to enlightenment. Being mindful means being fully present in the moment, aware of our thoughts and feelings without being carried away by them. For instance, someone who practices mindful breathing may find that it helps them manage stress and anxiety in their daily life. Mindfulness also aids in making wiser decisions. Buddha taught, wisdom comes to those who listen to their heart and mind. Consider someone who, before making a significant decision, takes the time to reflect and listen to their inner voice. This practice helps them avoid rash decisions and choose the path that aligns with their true self. Gratitude is another essential aspect of life. Buddha said, gratitude opens the door to happiness. When we express gratitude for what we have, our lives are filled with joy and abundance. For example, someone who writes down 3 things they are grateful for every day may find that this practice leads to a deep sense of satisfaction and happiness. One of the key teachings of Buddha is the realization that we create our reality. He said, "Your mind is a garden, and you are the gardener. Tend to your garden with love." For instance, someone who consciously chooses thoughts and actions that promote their well-being and happiness will see significant changes in their life, both internally and externally. We often underestimate the power of words. Buddha taught, words can hurt or heal. Your speech is a reflection of you. Consider someone who realizes how their words affect others and begins to use kinder and more supportive language. This shift transforms their relationships and brings more harmony into their life. The importance of continuous learning and growth was also emphasized by Buddha. He said, never stop learning. Every day is a new lesson. For example, someone who dedicates time to self-education and personal development finds new opportunities and becomes more confident in themselves. One of Buddha's most powerful quotes is, "You cannot change the wind, but you can adjust the sails." This wisdom teaches us that while we cannot control external circumstances, we can manage our response to them. Consider someone who learns to be flexible and accepting of changes, enabling them to adapt better to life's challenges. Buddha also taught that love and compassion are the foundation of all existence. He said, when your heart is full of love, you see the world differently. For example, someone who begins to practice love and compassion towards others may find profound changes in their life, both in personal relationships and in their interaction with the world. Each of us seeks inner peace, Buddha said, peace is not the absence of problems. It is the presence of inner harmony, for instance. Someone who maintains inner peace, even in the face of challenges, finds that they are better equipped to overcome any obstacles. Buddha's teachings remind us that life is a journey. Every step of your journey is a step towards your enlightenment, he said. By embracing every experience and lesson, someone can grow and evolve, making progress towards a better version of themselves. Buddha's wisdom encourages us to cultivate kindness and compassion as a way of life. He said, "Be kind to all creatures. This is the true religion. When we practice kindness, we not only uplift others but also experience a profound sense of connection and purpose." For example, someone who makes an effort to be kind to everyone they encounter, whether through a smile, a kind word, or an act of generosity, will likely find that their own happiness increases as a result. The power of forgiveness is another key aspect of Buddha's teachings. Forgive others, not because they deserve forgiveness, but because you deserve peace, he said. Holding on to grudges can poison our hearts and minds. For instance, someone who learns to forgive those who have wronged them may experience a sense of relief and liberation, as the weight of resentment is lifted from their shoulders. Buddha also taught about the importance of humility. Humility is not thinking less of yourself, it is thinking of yourself less. True humility involves recognizing our strengths and weaknesses without the need for excessive pride or self-deprecation. Imagine someone who practices humility by focusing on serving others rather than seeking validation for themselves. This attitude not only enhances their relationships, but also leads to a deeper sense of fulfillment. The concept of interconnectedness is central to Buddha's philosophy. He said, "In separateness lies the world's greatest misery, and compassion lies the world's true strength." Understanding that we are all connected can inspire us to act with greater empathy and compassion. For example, someone who recognizes the interconnectedness of all life may be more motivated to protect the environment and care for others, knowing that their actions impact the whole. Buddha emphasized the importance of self-awareness. The path to enlightenment begins with self-awareness. By becoming more aware of our thoughts, emotions, and actions, we can make conscious choices that lead to personal growth and happiness. Consider someone who regularly practices self-reflection, taking time to assess their behavior and its impact on their life and others. This practice helps them make positive changes and live more intentionally. Another essential teaching is the power of meditation. Buddha said, "Meditation brings wisdom. Lack of meditation leaves ignorance." Meditation is a practice that allows us to quiet the mind, connect with our inner self, and gain clarity and insight. For instance, someone who incorporates meditation into their daily routine may find that it helps them manage stress, increase focus, and develop a deeper understanding of themselves and the world around them. The practice of non-attachment is another vital aspect of Buddha's teachings. You only lose what you cling to, he taught. Non-attachment doesn't mean indifference, it means recognizing that everything in life is transient and that clinging to things, people, or outcomes can lead to suffering. For example, someone who practices non-attachment may find that they are more at peace with life's changes and uncertainties, as they have learned to let go of the need to control everything. Buddha also spoke about the importance of perseverance. Just as a candle cannot burn without fire, men cannot live without a spiritual life. Perseverance in spiritual practice, as well as in everyday challenges, is essential for growth and progress. Consider someone who faces obstacles in their career or personal life, but continues to persevere with determination and faith. Over time, their efforts are likely to lead to success and fulfillment. The concept of right livelihood is also emphasized in Buddha's teachings. Your work should not only provide for your material needs, but also contribute to the well-being of others. This quote reminds us to choose a career or path that aligns with our values and allows us to contribute positively to society. For example, someone who chooses to work in a field that helps others, such as healthcare, education, or social work, may find that their work brings them a deep sense of purpose and satisfaction. Another important teaching is the power of intention. Buddha said, "Your intentions shape your reality. Our actions are influenced by the intentions behind them, and those intentions determine the outcomes we experience." For instance, someone who approaches life with positive, compassionate intentions may find that they attract more positive experiences and relationships into their life. Buddha also taught about the value of simplicity. A simple life leads to peace and joy. In a world often focused on materialism and excess, simplicity can bring clarity and contentment. Consider someone who chooses to live simply, focusing on what truly matters rather than accumulating possessions. This approach often leads to greater peace of mind and a deeper appreciation for the small joys of life. The importance of ethical conduct is also a key element of Buddha's teachings. By observing moral conduct, one gains wisdom and respect. Ethical conduct involves living in a way that is respectful, honest, and compassionate toward others. For example, someone who makes a conscious effort to act ethically in all aspects of their life will likely find that they are more respected by others and that their own sense of self-respect grows. Buddha's teachings also emphasize the importance of balance. The middle way is the path to wisdom. The middle way refers to living a balanced life, avoiding extremes, and finding harmony in all aspects of life. For instance, someone who balances work, rest, and leisure effectively may find that they are more productive and happier overall. Another key teaching is the importance of self-discipline. Without discipline, there is no control. Self-discipline is essential for achieving our goals and maintaining a healthy, balanced life. Consider someone who practices self-discipline in their habits, such as exercise, diet, and time management. This discipline helps them stay focused and achieve their long-term goals. Finally, Buddha reminds us of the importance of love and compassion. Love is not something you find. Love is something you create. Love and compassion are not just feelings but actions and practices that we can cultivate in our lives. For example, someone who makes a conscious effort to show love and compassion to others, even in challenging situations, will find that their own capacity for love grows and their relationships deepen. These powerful quotes from Buddha can serve as a source of inspiration and strength on your life journey. Applying them to your everyday life, you can achieve inner peace, harmony, and happiness. Let each of these quotes be a beacon, illuminating the path to your inner light. Thank you for watching, and may you find peace and happiness on your journey.